Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Orlando Santiago and this is my model Elina. And we just wrapped up a segment prior to this one, which was basically sultry to social eyes. And now we're gonna base this on the part 2 of this, which is matching the complexion for this particular eyes, okay? What we're gonna do is, as you see here, the eyes were done. And I actually just kind of gave her a little bit of some hydration, right? Now, I don't want to, obviously the eyes have so much texture in them that I don't want to really focus on now the skin having too much texture. There's going to be too much texture all over. So what I'm going to do is actually find a way to kind of matte out the rest of her complexion so that now it brings forward towards the eyes. So what I'm going to do is grab Meteorites Primer. I love it because it actually helps to absorb and neutralize a lot of the oil, but also still keep your skin radiant at the same time. So you want to just massage it into all the hot spots, all these areas that you're going to see shine, and it's going to actually neutralize it. You'll still see a little bit of radiance, but it won't be oily. Now I can start moving forward to something else. So let's move on to complexion. I like having complexion that actually matches, right? Or that I can use that's really soft and beautiful. So in this case, what I think I'm going to do is start off with another foundation of my choice. And it's a liquid foundation. I'm not using creams because cream has a little bit of a slip to it, right? Usually it's oil-based, and that's exactly what I'm trying to avoid. I'm using a water-based foundation. And what I'm doing is I'm really focusing on right underneath her eye makeup. Okay, gonna blend this out. Once again, you're gonna use this as an eraser, and I'm just stippling over the makeup. And this particular foundation is by Ellis Foss. It's a good makeup foundation, and I'm just dispersing it all over, right? Notice I'm keeping the shape. Keeping the shape here, kind of at a lift, and just blending it into the skin. So as you can see, her skin is definitely more even. She has a veil of color, veil of complexion, which I like. It's still really strong, but it also feels really nice and intentional. All right. So what I've done is now I'm just kind of finishing off. I'm actually going to go over the lips just a bit, kind of nude it out. I may just go in with something really pale peach or pale pink, right? But unless it's really pale to begin with, it won't really show up as that. It won't read as that. So I'm just trying to get in there and soften the pink of the lip prior to going on later on with a beautiful lip gloss, okay? Now, this is the chance where I can actually go back. And in going back, I can really look at the structure and look if there's anything that's not symmetrical. This is the time where I'm using my foundation as my guide. I'm using it as my eraser. So I have to be really honest with myself. If I don't see anything, if I see something that doesn't look quite as good as I'd like it to be, then here's where I'm gonna really be honest and go back in and fix it, right? Just not assume it's perfect and leave it be, okay? But you notice how with a nice even complexion, all the attention's on the eyes, and it looks pretty amazing, if I say so myself. Now it's time to powder. And powdering is, again, key, is really essential. I think once you understand that, then you'll never have problems. Again, I like to keep, in this situation, I'm gonna keep everything pretty much matte, right? Because I want the texture to really come from the eyes. So see that within 2 seconds, I just eliminated that shine right there, and automatically it brought the attention right here, which is what I want. Really like this. So now that the powder is done, I can see nothing but beautiful texture right underneath the eye area, right on the cheek, right? It feels very editorial, almost very high-end, right? Especially if she knows what she's doing and knows how to really do her makeup. She's gonna love this. Okay, this is definitely a transcending eye. It's on the dramatic side, but totally high end. So she can go ahead and get away with going anywhere with this eye. Cool. All right. What I want to do now is focus just a little bit more on this little area where I've punched up the highlights. So what I'm going to do there is actually work with some more texture, okay? And this, I added some of the gold, some of the peach, mixing it together. And once again, my friend, the Aqua Seal. One drop. Activates it, gets it nice and sheer. And I'm going to stipple only on the highest point of the cheek where I had that radiance, right there. Beautiful. So I just created a little bit of warmth. Last, I'm going to go back with a bronzer. Okay? And it just helps to tie in just a little bit of warmth, and I'm pushing this into her hairline. Okay? Super nice. A little bit in the jaw, a little bit in the chin, in the neck. I really love this because it really feels super high end once again, and it feels like something that a girl who really knows about fashion or a client who's really intuitive and is really following the trends would definitely want. Okay, so there you have it. So what I've done is I've tied in her complexion with a little bit of foundation, a little blush, and some bronzer to tie in the look to what I've done up here. If you haven't seen the previous video where it comes to brows and eyes and how I've achieved this look, then just go back and download that section so you can see how I integrated the two. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you guys again. Only on this app will you get this kind of information, so thank you. Take care.